If you didn't know, Christmas does come in January too. Yes. Finally arrived. Ordered it in August. Was anticipating about 16 months. And then got it in about 6. As you can see, the cats approve. There it is in all its glory. A little bit dirty, but nonetheless, ready to use. One thing I need to do is pull it out, match this aluminum tray, feed table, whatever you want to call it, up to the conveyor, and then start fabricating something so that it matches up to it and just dumps the wood into it, because right now it'll just pour over the sides. So let's get started. Ew, rain. Yes. Yeah, unfortunately this nice piece of swag, this nice hat that they sent me, doesn't fit on my big orange Sputnik head. It's gripping on for dear life on the last 2 little notches there. And give it to my wife. I'm going to have to move that mini though. In order to make room for this, I had to move some stuff out. I have 3 litter boxes in here for the winter for the cats, because I let them in the garage in the winter. However, they like to take liberties on some of the other things against things. So one trick you can do is spread aluminum foil all over your garage where you don't want them to piss, and they will become accustomed to not pissing there, and they will inevitably go in a litter box. The problem I had was that the litter box was too shallow and they kept over the side, so ended up having to get new litter boxes from Menards made out of totes instead of actual low profile litter boxes. One thing I am going to have to do here is this platform. I need to mark where I want it on flat surface on the concrete, because it's a little difficult to do in the gravel to get it the correct height. I don't want to drag it, so I'll lift it up. There we go. Now I gotta go position it over in front of my conveyor so that I can take some measurements and go get me some aluminum plates. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to work as far as forks go. Woo, don't want to tip that bitch. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. That's going to tip. I'm not going to try that. Plan B. So I'm just going to move this over there just to grease the beam, practice a little bit, but I'm going to take that plate off, and I'm going to use the plate by itself on the forks to mock up where it needs to be, so I don't tip over my $19,000 brand spanking new log splitter. That would be a travesty. Okay. I'm gonna need to get something for the back of my tractor. Took up to the quick hitch. Putting it on that floppy fork is a little sketchy. Just need to get a little bit of the mud off the front of the beam where the push plate meets it. I just couldn't resist. I had to split a log last night and it did not disappoint. There we go. I want to see when the grease comes out from the plates. Let's get this bad boy fired up. Choke. Mid. Yeah, now I need the other one. Derp. I want that bad boy nice and clean. Take care of your tools and they will take care of you. And it's sprinkling, which means my stuff's gonna get wet. I'll give it a couple minutes. So since it's raining, I'm going to put my camera into the tractor so that everything doesn't get completely drenched. Time to grease. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's got a pretty good drizzle going on, which sucks. I'm going to run that back and forth while I'm pumping. Yes. Getting greasy. As trailer park boys like to say. Greasy. Nice. One more. That's putting a nice layer on the rails and everything. Nice. So it's coming out the front and back. It's a nice even layer of grease on it. So if you're gonna grease this thing, I would recommend running it back and forth while you do so it evenly spreads it out. You can't beat this DeWalt grease gun either. 20 volt. Thing is bomb diggity. Have not taken this off yet, so it seems pretty straightforward. Got a decent sprinkle going on right about now. Temperature's nice, weather sucks. Now, I have to remove the plate. Seems to be pretty damn easy. Ugh. So the goal is to put the splitter right up to the conveyor and have the wood be pushed right into the mouth of the conveyor without it falling over. And right now, this Chinesium conveyor has an issue with the width. So I'm going to have to build some plates that come off of this in order to get it to where it's actually functional somewhat. So I need some aluminum plates that are at least 24 inches, should cover it. Being as the angle's off and the push plate is wider than the conveyor, 24 by about 24, off torn or still. Tell me inflation isn't rampant without telling me inflation isn't rampant. $192 for 49 pounds of aluminum. It's ridiculous. Two holes. So once I get these holes drilled, I'll put it up against the other plate, cut the other plate shorter to this length, and then just transfer the holes. Okay, I'm going to deburr these holes because getting cut sucks. This rain is really putting a hamper in my operation here. Okay, test fit and hole transfer. Okay, another thing's getting in my way is this damn tote. Got a splinter in my right boot for some reason, somehow. That's no fun. I don't know where the hell that came from. I need to tighten one of those down, one for location, one for tight, and then just that. Transfer the hole, put one bolt in it. Alright. So take this bolt out that's just sticking there. Thing I'm definitely going to do is notch these corners off. Don't feel like taking plate aluminum to the face or in the chest. Alright. Remove the plate, transfer the holes on the aluminum plate, install, or actually saw off the corners, and the length of this one's too long. To get a good radius, I'm just going to use a paint cup to scribe. Doesn't need to be anything special. Just needs to not be all stabby. Nice. I'll saw those corners off. Let's go slow. With time and pressure, apply more time, less pressure. Okay. It's not so quite stabby. Not quite so stabby. It's better to say. All right. Now I need to transfer what I just did to the new plate. Grab the corners, grab the end. One thing I can tell you is if when you're doing something and it seems like, oh my, it's just so much, it's just going to take forever. The thing that I found to get you through it, the quickest way possible, so you're not suffering from paralysis by analysis, is to just start. Just do one step. If you don't get everything done, come back tomorrow. But it looks like something that I thought was going to take a while is it's going to take about an hour. Oh, I do not want to run over these and flatten the tire. Deburr these holes. I'm ready to install. Dunzo. Almost done. So I need to install this plate before I take that one off so that it doesn't kind of get torqued, considering it's sitting all cattywampus. Get something to blow those chips off first though. Maybe depending on how quick my business in this arena takes off, I'll be able to buy an Eastonmade conveyor, but until then, I'm stuck with this. Make sure that make sure that before you go tightening up any of these bolts, that you at least install all the bolts, at least hand tight. If not, you're going to have an issue putting the bolts into the holes. Yes, yes, yes. As my grandson would say, yes. Ask him a question. If it's the answer yes, he goes yes. He's just a toddler though, so. Yes. Very nice. not worried about blowing the chips out from underneath it because it's pulled tight. It's not an issue. Oh, shit, got a washer. So I'll just bolt it straight down, and then from there, blow the chips off from the outside. It's like leg spaghetti trying to get around all this shit. One problem with this conveyor is it didn't have these wings or whatever you want to call them, and that caused an issue when we were just chucking it into this narrow pan that it would just bounce right out. So it was quite the pain in the ass. So this should be an improvement no matter how we're putting it in. That's how you do shit. You need to put all this stuff up, run the conveyor so it gets all the chips are stuck under the belt, off of the belt. And I am done. Go in and take a nap before work. There we go. Righto. Well, that does it for this video. Hope you learned something, enjoyed it. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share, and all that good stuff. Help me grow the channel. That way I can put across some valuable information to people that need it.